Hey everyone, Nick Engvall here. Before we get into today's episode, I want to tell you about some of the people that make the sneaker history community and this podcast possible. It's more important than ever to think about who you give your money to when you're buying clothing to go with your kicks. Our friends at Guilty Goods started their brand with a goal of giving back, especially to the communities that make sneaker culture possible. With every purchase from Guilty Goods, at least 10% of the proceeds are donated to organizations like Big Brothers and Big Sisters, the Susan G. Komen Foundation, the Movement for Black Lives, and many more. You can save 30% on your order by using the code HISTORY at guiltygoods.us. Again, that's history at guiltygoods.us for 30% off, and you can feel good about your purchase knowing you're supporting a meaningful cause. Sneakers are all about presentation, and if you're like me, displaying your kicks at home or in the office is just as important as when they're on your feet. Sneaker Throne makes sneaker display cases featuring customizable LED lights, drop-side cases to showcase the entire side of the shoe, not just the heel or the toe, the whole shoe. They've also got display cases for trading card collectors and hat collectors. To me, it's the perfect way to display your collection. You can save at least 10% on your Sneaker Throne order by using the code HISTORY at sneakerthrone.com. That's history at sneakerthrone.com. If you're a Patreon supporter or a member of our Discord community, you already know about Kicks with V Hot Sauce and his small batch, locally sourced hot sauce. V has been one of the biggest supporters of sneaker history and the podcast since the early days. He's currently the defending champion in our community trivia nights competition. Kicks with V Hot Sauce has been a huge hit with the community. You can save 10% on your order by using the code SneakerHistory10 at kickswithvhots.com. That's SneakerHistory10 at kickswithvhots.com. Now, you're probably here because you like sneakers, and if you join the Discord, you know our community is about so much more than that. Whether it's the marathon-like community calls, trivia night debates, the in-person meetups, or just sharing our favorite experiences, we found that although we have such different backgrounds, we all have some unexpected shared passions. Not only does the entire community look out for each other when it comes to releases, we're like a support group for life in general. You can join the Discord community for free by heading to the show notes of this episode. After you're done listening to this episode, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Now let's get into today's episode.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a move! LeBron James with no regard for human life. 12 seconds. Bryant for the win.
Iverson against Gill. The crowd on its feet. Allen for the win.
Welcome to the Sneaker History Podcast.
What up, what up? My name is Nick Engvall, and this is the Sneaker History Podcast. For me, sneakers has never really been about the shoes. It's been about the people. Sneakers have been the connection to friends, business partners, unforgettable stories and memories, and opportunities that I could have never imagined. My goal has always been to create something that opens doors for others to find ways to do something they're passionate about for a living. If you're already a member of the Sneaker History Discord, you know how great the community we have is. It's so much more than sneakers. When someone needs some help getting through a tough time, the community is there. When someone in the community drops a new product line or publishes their first YouTube video, everyone is quick to support. That's why this year we'll be launching a series of new podcasts directly from the community. The first is a Formula One focused podcast hosted by myself, Rohit Malhotra, and Todd Yates, where we hope to make becoming an F1 fan a little easier and give you a better understanding of the sport, whether you're just starting to watch or a longtime fan. You can check it out at exhaustnotes.fm or linked in the description for this episode. As always, thank you for supporting Sneaker History, and don't forget to tell someone you like their kicks today. What up, what up? Welcome to the Sneaker History Podcast. My name's Nick Engvall, and today I got kind of something new that we've been working on, that we've been talking about doing for a while. Instead of having my regular co-hosts, who you all know, Robbie, Mike, Rohit, you have to be in the Discord to know who today's co-host is. Gregatron, as he's lovingly referred to, has been basically managing the Discord community for the past year plus, maybe two now, handling all sorts of events, just really taking care of our community. And I wanted to have him on to talk a little bit about some of the things that are going to be changing, but I'll get into that in a second. First off, how's it going, Greg? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic, Nick. Happy to be here, man. Thank you for having me. And shout out to all the Discord members. Love you guys. Happy to, I don't know, be the guy that does stuff in the community.
Well, I'm definitely happy that you've been helping me out with it. And, you know, there's a lot of people that have been helping out recently. And shout out to all of you for helping make this place so amazing. If you haven't checked out our Discord, I probably say this more than I've said anything in my life, but it is my favorite place on the internet to talk about sneakers. If you're in there for a day or two, you will find out why. Half the time, it's not even sneakers. It's just good people supporting good people, helping each other get sneakers. There's all sorts of other reasons, but I didn't want this to become like a sales pitch for the Discord, but in a sense, it kind of is, because the things that we do within the community are really what sneaker history as a whole is about. And, for me, I wanted to kind of, I guess, like, use this as a way to like have like a conversation about like what's going on, some of the things we might be changing. Like the Discord itself is kind of broken up into sneakers, and then sneaker relevant things, and then a lot of off topic subjects that have just grown out of the community interest in these things, the same way that the Exhaust Notes podcast has grown out of a common interest in Formula One racing amongst a handful of people in the community. We're continuing to evolve the Discord to kind of keep up with that, because we're seeing a lot of people that have common interests. We talk to each other on a regular basis and find new ways of connecting and getting excited about sharing what we're passionate about. So I wanted to have Greg on to talk a little bit about what he kind of works the hardest on is what we call trivia night. We do some community calls as well. Those are going to change a little bit, but I guess like this will be a good way for Greg for you to introduce the next trivia night, because it's kind of a really big deal this time around.
Yeah, absolutely. This trivia night, March 26th, Air Max Day, as I'm sure you all well know, will be our trivia night. We're going to be giving away a couple pairs of Air Max. We're going to be giving away some sneaker books. And our trivia rounds are going to consist of Air Max questions, obviously. Thinking about throwing some March Madness stuff in there. And possibly we're going to do a round on Vans finally, which I know that our man Dalton has probably been fiending for. But it's going to be a really great time. I think we're also going to be trying to get the trivia night streamed on Twitch this time. So we're going to have the details on that. So if you're not a member of the Discord, you're not able to make it that night, you can always watch it there or watch the archive of it. But yeah, we have a really great time. It's fun to come test your sneaker knowledge and just kick it with the sneaker history fam for an evening.
The other interesting part about trivia nights, if you haven't joined for one, this is like an ongoing thing that we've been doing basically every month for the last year or so. I guess a little over a year now.
It is over a year. Yeah, we're on our quote unquote second season now. So
yeah. So you can win all sorts of crazy prizes. For the let's see, what did we do for the 20? I'm so lost for the years right now, Greg.
That's all good.
It's still like 2020 part 4 for me. I feel like
I'm right there with you, man. No, I totally feel you. 2021, I think, if you're talking about the end of year giveaway we did.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we basically Greg has been keeping track of everybody's points. There's various kind of nuances and ways that you can earn points. People get points for just showing up, but also like, if you break out some serious knowledge and impress some people, you're going to end up with some points too. So all of that stuff gives you entries into the giveaways that we do throughout the year, into the grand prize giveaways that we did at the end of the year. This last year included, what did we do? A $500 gift card.
Had a $500 gift card. We had a custom sneaker done by our man Mario Restores. If you guys haven't checked him out, please follow him on IG. I think it's just Mario Restores. He does incredible work. We had a couple other gift cards. We had awesome prizes that were donated from members of the community who have their own companies or businesses. Shout out to Guilty Goods, Inco, so many others. Kicks with the. Speaking of Kicks with the, he was the overall winner of the 2021 season. Varian just cleaned up on prizes and in trivia throughout the year. it was a squeaker. It came down to the wire for trivia last year. I think there was only a couple of questions that separated the first and second place winners there. So it's lots and lots of fun, and I hope we can build that up and get more and more people in this year, because it really is a great time.
Yeah, totally. And if you're one of those people that has your own side hustle, your own brand, it's a great way to. It's just a good place to be, because there's a lot of people that want to support. And as soon as people get to know you, they're going to support you. They're going to buy your product. They're going to, show up in the comments on your YouTube or listen to your podcast. I think that's the most beautiful thing about it, is just a lot of people supporting each other, doing what they love. And I will say too, the last couple of calls / events that we've done, the new people have been cleaning house on some of the giveaways. So
they really have. There's some sort of beginner's luck thing going on in the Discord, because cats that have joined a week before a giveaway are winning like the biggest prizes that we have to give away time and time again. It's pretty incredible, actually. But hopefully that will entice some of you guys out there in podcast land to join the Discord. It pays off. Trust me. It really does.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's really just a good time. I can't speak highly enough about it. I look forward to it I look forward to it every week, basically, even though we don't do it every week. But we're kind of making a little bit of a shift. So like some of the things that are going to change in the Discord are going to include just a little bit of a tightening up of the channels for sneakers. We've got a lot of channels, and some of them just aren't active. So we're gonna kind of remove some of those. We'll combine some of them. You'll see a little bit less in terms of like specific channels, but hopefully that just means the conversation fits into another place. And obviously, if you're in the Discord, plenty of ways and plenty of people you can reach out to if you are missing something, or if you think we should change something. We're always open to the feedback. This is really about us. It's not about any of the people individually or myself putting it together. It's really about what we all want to do collectively. And I say that because one of the things that we are going to be doing moving forward, and we've done the last a few times over the last couple of months, but on Friday nights about 7:15 Pacific time on our Twitch channel, twitch.com/sneakerhistory, we are doing basically community versions of what we do on the regular podcast called Rockin' and Coppin'. So we share what we've rocked, we share what we've copped, what we're looking to pick up, just kind of share what our week was. If you were to kind of recap the weekend sneakers for yourself, that's what Rockin' and Coppin' is. And right now we have the ability to run, I think, 10 people on the show, which, there's a lot of opportunity for people to get on. And I have no reservations about people being self-promoters on the show. Everyone in the Discord is great. We've had some incredible people join throughout the last few years, and I'm just lucky to call all of you friends. And the more I get to know all of you, the more we end up doing and talking about other things outside of sneakers, and helping people find jobs, helping people find the sneakers they're looking for, helping people connect with other people that might be, going through things or having similar interests. So it's much bigger than sneakers, but if you're just about the sneakers, I think the Twitch streams on Friday give you a good idea as to like how the community works together and kind of bounces around topics and subject matters, and really just always has a good time hanging out with each other.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. The community Rockin' and Coppin' that we've been doing has been a blast. It gives people a chance to kind of show off their collections, what they're looking forward to, upcoming sneaker drops, things like that. And typically they just evolve into conversations about what's been going on that week, and it's just kind of how the conversations go in the Discord, honestly. You just really get to know the people in here and make some really great connections and like really true friendships, and for me anyway, personally, like I've never experienced anything like that on the internet ever before. There's literally zero gatekeeping in this community. There's no egos. Everybody is just here because they have a love of sneakers and a love of other, random nerdy kind of things people are into. And turns out there's other people that are into those things too, and you can just go through and read the threads that have been going on for months and years at this point, and there's a niche for you in this community. You'll definitely be able to find it if you want to join in. Yeah, so yeah, we've been doing those streams Fridays, and we've been. I think we just realized that if you wanted to subscribe to the Sneaker History Twitch channel, you're able to do that for free if you have an Amazon Prime account. Is that correct, Nick?
Yeah. So if you have a Amazon Prime account, you have one free Twitch subscription per month. And, if you feel like subscribing to Sneaker History, it puts a few bucks in our pocket, makes it super helpful, because what we also do with our monthly trivia nights and our eventually in our Twitch streams, but right now it's been in our community Zoom calls, is we do giveaways. So if you are an Amazon Prime member and you haven't used your one free subscription, if you sign up for Twitch Gaming, you can go to you can sign up for Twitch Gaming. You can go to twitch.com/sneaker history. And when you hit the subscribe button, you'll be able to, it'll say save 20% on your first month or something like that. You click that, it opens up and you can click on a little Twitch logo or a Prime logo, I guess, that says, use my free subscription. Doesn't cost you anything, but it definitely helps us out. It'll put like $2 or $3 in our pocket each month if you do that. And we would definitely appreciate it, because one of the things that, like I was alluding to, giveaways have been just a fun way for us to connect with people. One, because everybody likes to give away and get cool shit, so we love doing that. But two, we also get to see who is interested in what and find what people are really into as far as sneakers go, or, just the brands that they like to see, because we're always kind of mixing in random connected stuff, from streetwear to, the brands in the, community brands from the people in the community that have started their own brands. And as we start to grow some of these other podcasts, like the Exhaust Notes podcast, I won't get into that right now, but we have a few of them in the works, and possibly even more by the end of the year. I would guess that we will have at least 2 or 3 more on top of the existing podcast that we have now, which will be really fun, because then we start to be able to get creative with giveaways and, all of these little subscriptions and the support, whether it's a Patreon or a Twitch subscription or wherever you want to support. It really helps us level up what we are able to give away and how much more fun we're able to have and how we're able to support. We recently did a kind of a partnership with Mario Restores, who has been like a huge community supporter. I mean,
absolutely. Like Mario's Friday morning affirmations really do, I think, touch a lot of people. And it really does give you that kick in the ass that you need to get through that last day of the week, man. I cannot say enough good things about Mario. He's a fantastic person.
Absolutely.
Hardest working man in the business. Hardest working man.
Absolutely. An incredible human being. And, when people were asking for affirmations and motivation on other days of the week, he comes through early in the morning. One of the first things you'll see in the Discord is something from Mario and something positive and encouraging and uplifting. And I couldn't ask for anything better to just start my day. To be honest, it's one of those things that happen naturally, and it gets me super emotional just thinking about it, because it's something that I would wish for to have happened with this group, not even knowing that it was a feasible thing. But shout out to Mario for that. But we were also able to really support his daughter's soccer team, football team, for those that prefer the term football. But they have a tournament in Las Vegas coming soon, and not everybody can afford to get there, so we were able to raise some money, doing some giveaways with Mario in a partnership, which I think is one of the most beautiful things that's ever happened within the community, is to be able to kind of give back in ways that we all would love to be able to support each other through all these things, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes we don't know about the things that we should be supporting. And that was just one of those things that I think kind of just made me just warm and fuzzy inside. And, we didn't quite hit the lofty goal that we had, but we came really, really close. And
we got very, very close.
And we might have had a couple of last minute entries and we might have hit, but I'll leave that to Mario. But I will say that there is another giveaway with Mario, possibly pending. So you should definitely join the Discord and get to know some people, because Mario does some incredible work. But back to the giveaways, the other giveaways. Air Max Day is the 26th. We're all pretty much, fans of Air Max one way or another, because it's one of the most important technologies that we've ever had on a sneaker. It's spread across every form of sneaker that there is at this point. But with Nike's celebration, not only are we also going to have a trivia night that night, we're going to be giving away a few pairs of Air Max. We'll have to unveil those in the Discord at some point, so make sure you join. It'll be the first link in the description. But
make sure you check out the giveaways channel.
Exactly, giveaways channel. I forget, is there anything else that I'm missing about trivia night? You already mentioned all the questions.
I'll say there is always one mystery bonus round that I do not give any clues for. So if you really want to test your sneaker knowledge, hop in there, because you'll have no chance to study for that. And that's where I put generally the toughest questions of the evening, and they are worth more points.
Absolutely. Good call. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I just wanted to, connect with you, Greg, catch up with you, talk about what you've been doing. I'm super grateful that you've been putting in so much work to kind of make all these things happen. And, like trivia night is the kind of the pinnacle exposure of what you do and how well you do it. And I think that, with such a kind of important sneaker today and sneaker history moment coming up soon, we should definitely get more people in to be a part of this. So.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you for saying that, Nick. I really do enjoy this community so much, and the work is not work for me. It's fun, work is my 9 to 5, and writing trivia questions and organizing events for this community, that's pure fun in my mind. So, I'm happy to do it. And I'm hoping that we can just keep growing the community here and get more people into the trivia nights and into the community rocking and copying segments. And I'm just really, really excited to see what the future holds for this community. And I've been pitching. We're talking about potential new podcasts earlier. I've been pitching Barry a podcast. I think we're going to call it "Old Man Yells at Cloud," and it's 40-plus-year-olds only, and all we do is get on there and complain about getting older. So that may be coming soon. I don't think so for real, but
oh man, I mean, I qualify. I feel I've been feeling pretty old lately.
Hey, I hear you there, man.
All right, man. Well, thanks for spending the time with me. I hope everybody enjoyed this little update on the community. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you connect with us all. You can find me and Greg in the Discord. It'll be the first link in the description wherever you listen to this episode. But most importantly, thanks for supporting Sneaker History and all the stuff that we do. Thank you all for being a part of the community. Love y'all, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right. Love you guys. Peace.
Hey everyone, this is Nick again. Before you take off, do us a solid and head over to Apple Podcasts to leave us a review. Give us a rating on Spotify and Amazon Music, and make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because we have even more video content coming soon. Speaking of new content, we have an amazing community of sneaker enthusiasts that hang out in our Sneaker History Discord on a daily basis. While sneakers is a connection point that brought us all together, we've all discovered countless shared passions that we have in common with each other. We recently launched a couple of new podcasts directly from our community. One of them is a Formula One podcast. If you're an F1 fan like me, the Exhaust Notes podcast is your weekly fix of Formula One fun. It's hosted by myself, Rohit Malhotra, and Todd Yates. New episodes drop every Tuesday. I've been wearing fitted hats for years and collecting my favorite teams since I was a little leaguer. It has been awesome to see so many new fans getting into fitteds in recent years. Crown and Stitch is our new talk show about fitted hats with Dexter, Keith, and myself, where we talk about fitted hats, snapbacks, throw in some obscure hats because we all kind of like some funky stuff once in a while, don't we? Copping, collecting, and so much more. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Hit the links in the show notes for this episode to give our new shows a listen, and be on the lookout for more new podcasts dropping soon. Last but not least, tell someone you like their kicks today. You never know how far a simple compliment can take you, and we all know how good it feels to have someone show their appreciation. Thank you all for the support, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.